Are you tired of the same old games made on rpgmaker? Or maybe you just want to try creating something new beyond the classic RPG? Well, why don't you try creating a side-scroller game? You may be wondering if it's really worth it, if it's not a bit too complex to handle later on during the game creation phase. But believe me when I tell you that it's easier than you think, and the results could be surprising. There are not many side-scrolling games created with this game engine, even though it is a simple mechanic to create. So get ready to unleash your creativity and originality without limits. The possibilities with this game mechanic are endless. From creating a story-based game to an action side-scroller. From a point-and-click adventure to an RPG with turn-based combat. Who knows what would be possible in the future with the support of the community and specific plugins. This channel was created precisely for this reason, to explore the possible alternatives that the side-scrolling mechanic can offer on rpgmaker MV and show you how to do it. This is SideMV, and in this tutorial, I'll guide you step by step through the process of creating the basic mechanics of a side-scrolling game. So let's not waste any more time and get started. To create the base of your side-scrolling project, you'll need two very useful Galv plugins, which can be downloaded directly from his website. I'll leave the link in the description. The plugins you need are Galv Character Animation, which will be used to add idle and run animations. Galv Layer Graphics, which will allow us to create a scene composed of different overlapping layers. You'll also need the Community Basic plugin, already present by default in every new project. Additionally, you'll need some basic elements, which are the sprite sheet of your character, two identical PNGs that will be utilized as a parallax map and as a layer map, a custom tile set renamed exactly inside A5. You can download the files mentioned by clicking the link in the video description, with the full freedom to customize them. In the IMG folder of the project, add a new folder called Layers. In this folder, insert the testmap1 PNG that will then be used through the Layer Graphics plugin. Then insert the other files in the corresponding folders. Be careful to overwrite the custom tile set in the tile set folder. Once you have finished placing the files, start your rpgmaker project. Step 1. Plugins. Open the plugin window and implement Galv's Character Animation and Layer Graphics plugins, without making any changes. Then open the Community Basic plugin, present in every new project, and change the screen resolution according to your preferences. My advice is to use a 16:9 ratio. Step 2. Map configuration. To start, select map number 1 and configure the tile set type to inside through the map properties so that you can use the custom tile set inside A5. Also choose Parallax 1 as the parallax background to see the basic structure of the map directly in the engine. Set the width and height according to your preference, keeping in mind that each tile corresponds to a square with a side of 48 pixels. For example, a map that is 23 tiles wide and 13 tiles high would have a 16:9 aspect ratio. If you want a map that occupies about 2 screens, you can enter 50 and 13 for the width and height, respectively. Step 3. Tile passability. Now, on the left side of the screen, you'll find the custom tile sets that you need to manage our character's map passability. Draw a horizontal line where the player can walk. Keep in mind that the red tile blocks the character while the green one allows passage. To set the tile passability correctly, open the database and make sure the red tile is crossed out with an X and the green tile is circled. At this point, I recommend clicking a few times on the option icons to ensure that the tile properties are updated correctly. Step 4. Character. Open the database and select your sprite sheet in the Actors section. The sprite sheet consists of 4 different animations: idle, walk, run, and jump, usable with the Galv Jump Ability plugin. We'll discuss in detail how to manage animations in the next video. Step 5. Map Layer Loader. Galv's Layer Graphics plugin enables the use of overlapping images to compose a scene. To do this, create a new map below Map 1 named Load Map 1 for clarity, and insert an auto-run event. Choose Screen Tint as the first command to prevent the player from seeing the character when on this loading map. Add a plugin command and leave it empty for the moment. Then insert the Transfer Player command, making sure that the destination is a green tile. Return to Map 1 and add a new event that automatically restores the normal screen tint. If we test the project now, we'll notice that the background remains still, giving the illusion that the character is walking in place. To fix this, go back to the load map and insert the plugin command provided by Galv Layer Graphic to load the test map and layer on Map 1. The first number indicates the map ID where you want the layer to be loaded, in this case, on Map 1. The second number indicates the ID of the layer created. Then we have the name of the image we want to use, located in the Layers folder in IMG. There are also the speed on the X and Y axis, the opacity, the layer priority, which is the order of overlap, the displacement of the layer with respect to the player's X and Y axis, and the blending mode. By adding new graphic layers, you can create a more complex and immersive scene. From now on, every time you want to access Map 1, you will need to transport the player to the loading map. Otherwise, the graphics layers will not be displayed. Now that we've completed the basic setup of our side-scrolling game, everything should be working correctly. It's pretty simple, right? But at this point, you have a solid foundation on which you can create anything you want. In future tutorials, we will delve into how to create a scene using multiple graphic layers and implement abilities such as dodging and jumping for our character. That's it. I hope the video has been helpful and thank you for following me this far. Take care, game devs, and see you soon in the next side tutorial.